Okay. Okay. So Batman Ninja.
This episode, did you start?
Yes, I just did.
Good job, Walt.
Okay, so what are your gripes? Because I finished the movie and you didn't.
Okay,
You're literally watching it right now.
It was like half an hour. Like I have like half an hour left of it.
Yeah.
Okay, first off, the animation style.
I digged it.
Okay, no, it was okay. Not just style. The style was good.
Mm-hmm.
This is executed poorly. There's like several times you can see like lips don't sync up with words.
Well, are you watching the Japanese or English?
I'm watching English.
I watched the Japanese.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I didn't know there was a Japanese version.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but yeah, even still, the lips don't sync up.
Then it was the people who wrote the translations probably didn't do well, or maybe the voice actors didn't time it enough, or someone's responsible for the lip flaps, not me.
Shut up. The art style is pretty cool. I found it weird when they switched for like one scene.
You mean like when they just randomly went to 2D animation?
Yeah, when they randomly went to like fucking whatchamacallit, Take On Me.
I mean, I literally watched this like Monday because I was like, oh man, I'm done with school finally. I'm gonna just watch Batman Ninja. I was low key excited for it because like the trailer looked amazing. At least when I saw the Japanese stuff, because like I think they got Okuyasu, the guy who
they got a lot of big people. They got a lot of big names in it. Yeah.
For the English and Japanese.
For the Japanese. Like,
yeah, they got a fuck ton of big
directors
names
and whatnot. But it's like. And then, okay, like, there's several, like, really out-of-character shits, so it's like, really? The whole bit with, like, oh, Batman, oh, man, I don't know what to do without my weapons and technology. He's never like that.
Yeah, and isn't it that he also mastered, like, 20,000 fucking martial arts in 2 years?
10 years.
No, fuck off. He was like, I learned 57 martial arts in 3 minutes.
177 martial
3
arts.
minutes.
in 10 years, along with like 12 bachelor's degrees and like a bunch of other...
Doesn't make fucking sense.
No, I'm sorry, 12 master's degrees.
Still doesn't make sense.
He probably didn't like actually go through all the he probably just like did the equivalent amount of work.
All he did was go on fucking Chegg or some shit and look up all the fucking bullshit. He's like, oh man, the punch. Okay, I got it.
There was like, that was really out of character for him. I was like, really? That's the whole thing. And it's like, oh yeah, we must learn the ways of the ninja. Don't y'all already use the ways of the ninja? Like y'all.
Like
I've watched like several videos on the way
Batman fights and shit.
And the way the way Batman comparing Batman to actual ninja in the past.
You saw the Gaijin Goomba video.
I saw the Gaijin Goomba video. There's another guy I follow. He basically. He does a lot of martial arts breakdowns for movies, and like he's done like a series where like for like superhero movies, like oh how many martial arts does this superhero know, and like we'll go through their fight scenes and analyze, and figure out like what techniques they're using.
Have they gone over like all 177 throughout
the
comics?
Yeah, I kind of thought they would. 177 in the comics.
Yeah,
in the movies they portray it differently.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't sit there and list them in the movie.
I mean, like I feel like they would have at least shown like, for example, like different styles of punching and kicks and.
No, they do. They do show the movies do like they do. The guy who does he does show like the different ways that different techniques in punching, different all that, you know. But yeah, he's mentioned several times like there's like a lot of ninja there's a lot of ninjutsu, and he actually, because ninjutsu is an umbrella term for a variety of and so he'll basically specify exactly which forms of ninjutsu Batman is using, and he did a breakdown for the video game Arkham video game Batman. He did a breakdown for the Ben Affleck Batman. So it's like he kind of
Batman no one likes.
What?
Because
they don't like the movies. The Batman is good.
Is he?
Yeah. Honestly, Ben Affleck's like.
Because I always hear mixed opinions.
He's pretty good as Batman. Like, he has the best Batman fight scene in cinema. Because every other Batman hand scene, in my opinion, has been trash. But he has the best Batman fight scene. There's like a few issues with his portrayal in Justice League, where he's like, man, I don't know what to do with all these the superpowered people, and I'm just a person. What do I do?
I'm just a person, bitch. You a rich ass orphan with hella technology and a loyal ass servant.
Like, oh man, like I can't do this forever, and like how am I gonna keep up in this team of like demigods?
I mean, comparatively, yeah, but like. Aside from
there's like a whole scene where there's like the parademons in Justice League, and like basically like the faceless minions, and like this is the whole scene where he spends like 5 minutes fighting like one parademon, and I'm just, like not 5 minutes, like probably a good minute fighting one parademon, and everyone else is like running through them. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? I was like, comic Batman could rip through these niggas like.
instantly.
Yeah. It wouldn't be as much of a struggle. Like he showed it like he was obviously struggling to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, back to Batman Ninja. Other issues I have.
Go.
Joker's voice, the Joker's English voice is holy god cringy.
Is Mark Hamill didn't do it?
Mark Hamill didn't do it.
What?
It's so obvious. Dude, it's not Mark Hamill.
Well, how does it sound comparative?
Hello, I'm the Joker, and I'm high pitched and I need to actually show it to you because it's like really, it's really cringy.
Because I love the way that they did in the Japanese version. Because it like, I don't know. Because like the only time I ever heard this dude, if it is the correct voice actor, that did Okuyasu, it's just ooh, Batman, or how he always goes,
the bullshit at the end, the bullshit towards the end where he's like, I have to become Sengoku Batman. Shut the fuck up.
That shit.
Shut up.
Okay, what I felt was really contrived was the whole Bat Clan.
Yeah, okay, yeah, the whole Bat Clan. Oh, we have a prophecy about a man in a bat mask coming to save us. What? So are you telling me like this time travel shit was supposed to happen?
Yeah, that was the thing.
Are we on a fixed time loop? Like what? I'm confused.
That was instantly what came to my mind because it was like, wait, so it was fate that Batman had to go back in time because the gorilla motherfucker was like,
you only needed you really only needed as a leader because niggas went back in time. Like, you didn't need him before.
Yeah, because they were kind of self-sufficient.
Yeah, you know, they only got fucked when the Joker came back in time.
He's like, I want to take over.
Like, what? And then, okay,
I didn't like the use of the other villains. They were literally just like, hey, they're like bosses, so like fight them. But then you didn't even get to fight them. They're just like, we have our own colonies, and then mind control.
Is that what happens?
Oh yeah. Because
like, no, okay, and then several of them are out of character. Like, okay, like most of these guys would be wanting to try and get back to the future. Mm. Then it's like, okay, whatever, they're going to take over territory while they're here. Blah blah blah. Okay, Penguin, he'd do that. Two-Face, 50-50, he'd do it. Mm-hmm. Poison Ivy, Poison Ivy's never really been a taking over territory type as much as like.
I feel like they just got her because it's like, oh man, another super major villain or whatever.
She's more like, okay, I'm gonna chill in nature, and like anyone who fucks it up is gonna get murdered. Like,
fuck it.
Because honestly, I recently, not recently, like last year, I bought like a bunch of like composite comics, or basically like, okay, here's all the best Poison Ivy stories, like for various Batman villains.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
It's like here's all the best
like a
Poison
collection
Ivy.
of
Yeah,
stuff.
Here's all the best Poison Ivy stories from from her inception or blah blah blah. Here's all the best Two-Face stories. Cool. And so I'm like, yeah, that's I've gotten to know Poison Ivy better than I used to. I'm like, yeah, she's definitely not the type to do that. Mm-hmm. Deathstroke again isn't the taking over territory type. He's the give me money to kill someone type.
Oh yeah, because he's just an assassin.
He's an assassin, yeah. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't make any fucking sense for him.
I mean, okay, so, like, I don't know if you really want to get into, like, spoilers. I mean, though we technically already are.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, spoilers for you since you didn't watch it. I mean, essentially the end of the movie is just, like, okay, okay, I don't know how to summarize this super quickly. Okay, so what part specifically did you get to in the movie?
Literally the big-ass 6-armed mech just came out and stood in front of Gorilla Grodd.
Okay. So, Batman basically just goes, hey... It's because he got, what, Nightwing, Robin, Red Hood, and then there was a fourth one. I forget who.
Red Robin?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
I thought the dude with the red mask was Red Hood, but then, like, they randomly introduced Red Hood in the fucking thing?
No. Yeah, no. There's four major Robins, and they're all in it.
Okay.
Yeah. And, okay, I always found the name Red Robin stupid.
I find it dumb.
Tim Drake was a great Robin, then he moved on and became Red Robin.
What's the difference?
He allowed someone else to take over the Robin role.
That's fucking dumb.
Yeah.
He might as well just been older Robin.
And then it's like, okay, it was always dumb, and now hearing people actually say it is like, oh Jesus, this is a dumb name.
I mean, it was kind of funny hearing it in like the Japanese version because like they don't refer to each other in like their actual names. Yeah. Like Batman just goes Red Hood, son or some shit.
Yeah, it worked. Oh, and then, okay, Littlest Robin. Damian Wayne. Do you know anything about Damian Wayne?
That he's the son.
Yeah, he's Batman's biological date rape baby.
Okay.
Yeah, Batman got date rape. He didn't do the Bill Cosby.
Oh, okay. I thought Batman was just like, I am the master of the night.
Oh my God! Jesus. No. Christ, no.
And I was like, well, where the fuck was the Me Too movement in the Gotham universe? Fuck.
No. Christ.
I'm an advocate for Me Too.
Yeah, anyway, Batman got date raped and had a baby. And the person date raped him, Talia al Ghul, she basically runs this clan called the League of Assassins. They're basically modern day ninjas. They're literally modern
the zombie dude's daughter?
Ra's al Ghul?
Yeah. No, I'm thinking about someone else then. Dead on a Sunday or whatever the
Solomon Grundy.
Yeah, I was thinking about that guy.
Yeah. Ra's al Ghul basically runs the League of Assassins. He's like this dude. He has these like green fountains of youth that he uses, and he's basically been running the League of Assassins for like 700 plus years.
Okay.
Actually, would have been cool to see him in this. Like,
you would think.
Yeah. They bump into like a younger Ra's al Ghul. That shit would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been really cool actually. But yeah, and then like, you know, he always wants Batman to be his hair. He wants Batman to run the League of Assassins. He's like, hey, we share the same ideals, detective. We both want to take over the world. I mean, not take over. We both want to save the world. So why don't we just, you know,
team up? Yeah,
team up, and like, you know, I want to die at some point. So like, you can become the new Ra's al Ghul. And so his daughter ends up date raping him. And daughter has a baby. She doesn't like carry the baby to term. She has it removed, and it's like literally in a
fucking incubator.
It's an incubator. That's so fucking. Because she wants it to be perfect, and then like literally
so instead of like natural, like, you know, it gets the nutrients and all that shit. Artificial that shit. I want it to be as organic as possible.
And then it's funny because like then right after he's born, she's like, oh, he's such a strong, he's gonna be such a strong leader, blah blah. And she puts him in
just born.
She puts him in a pool of water, and one of the nursemen is like, no, maybe it's not just a good idea. She throws a knife in the bitch's throat, like bitch falls in the pool of water, and like little baby Damien literally swimming in blood. I'm like, yo, what if this chick had like HIV or something?
That
like,
shit got dark real quick. I thought she was just gonna try to drown the baby.
No. And then like, so basically Damien's been getting trained as a like badass ninja since like he could walk. He's been learning to fight since he could walk. He's easily, like, in terms of hand-to-hand combat, like the deadliest Robin.
Yeah.
And so when he finally met Bruce and became Robin, and there's a whole storyline about that, I'm not gonna get into that. But he always was like this really headstrong, whiny asshole. Like, not whiny, but like, hey, why don't you let me kill people, Dad? Like,
I just want to murder her. God, it's like you're a hero or something.
You're holding me back, Dad. You know, I'm so much like he's like, okay. Put it like this: something I realized after watching enough animated movies with Damien in it. Damien is a younger version of his father, except more murderous.
I mean, yeah.
But like, he has all his personality traits. It's just that the personality traits that make Batman really badass are really fucking annoying in a 13-year-old.
I'm always brooding. He's like, how's your voice that deep? You're not even lying.
No, there's actually one moment where Nightwing's like, yo, how are you 13 years old and the darkest thing in this cave? But yeah, and so like, so basically, you know, to get back to Batman Ninja, in here he's portrayed as like this happy-go-lucky monkey sidekick having mother. I'm like, why is he so happy? First of all,
and how did he gain control of monkeys? like I understand there was a 2-year gap that was barely explained.
Yeah. The 2-year gap was just there so like we could have Batman just being introduced to the world of Japan, but also not have to explain how all of his sidekicks and shit got like their.
But it still doesn't make sense if everyone was sucked in.
They don't like apparently because he was further away.
That does not make sense.
So like basically they didn't have to explain a lot of shit.
Yeah, it was a bullshit fucking plot device.
Everything was already set up when Batman.
The time machine itself was a fucking plot device.
Everything was set up when Batman got there. That's why they did that.
It's still fucking dumb.
Yeah, it was really fucking dumb.
But I do like the way the voices were done. It was just funny when like the voice actor for Robin came in, and he's like, he always plays like the young kid characters, and like you can just instantly tell who it is. Like if you watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you can tell it's Koichi. He's like, hello, I control monkeys.
Yeah, like I said, Damien isn't supposed to be that cheery.
Yeah, I think it was just because of like, hey, he's a kid.
Yeah,
he has monkey powers.
Really
adorable ass little monkeys.
Listen, when I heard it was gonna be Batman, I thought it was gonna be like an Elseworld, like because recently they did they had an animated movie Batman Gotham by Gaslight, and it's really just like Batman characters and Batman set up, like not time travel, just the whole Batman set up in Victorian England.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. There's a lot of really cool aesthetics with it, a lot of cool ideas that came. That's what I thought Batman Ninja was gonna be.
I mean, when I saw the trailer, there was the whole time travel thing. And
because the first trailer didn't have the time travel thing in it. They just showed off. They were just throwing off the art and the aesthetics and blah blah blah.
Yeah, but they also implied that it was like time travel because it was just
Batman, I'm waiting for you.
And he's like, Joker, we gotta fight.
When they actually got around to, when I actually heard about the time travel, I was actually disappointed. It was like, oh, okay, I thought this was going to be like, okay, young Brucero-chan or something.
Brucero-chan?
That was terrible. Had his parents killed by wandering Ronin samurai, and since then he vowed to take up the ways of the ninja to fight evil. That's what I thought. No, like, okay, so some other, okay, I find it better than what we got.
I mean, kind of, but even then, like, okay, I think with the whole time traveling thing, it made sense a little bit, just so he could, like, quote unquote, throw him off. He's like, oh, I don't have my technology. But then Alfred shows up, oh, Mr. Batman. And, like, there's literally no fucking way of technology. I found it hilarious in the beginning, too. Like, he literally just has this little holographic thing and he goes, no GPS. Fuck. I must be.
Wait, and then like, wait, no. When he takes off his cowl and uses it as a projector, and I'm like, when or why the fuck could that do that?
Yeah, and like,
what was the point of that? I'm pretty sure you have like holograph shit on your glove.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. That makes sense. Like,
yeah.
Taking off your helmet and using it as a projector. What the like, boy, that shit had a whole light setup in it. Like, boy, what?
He's like it's my iPad mini.
This is my independent film. Catwoman, let's watch it.
Yeah, but like it sucked. Like it was cool seeing the villains in like that style and all that shit.
I said, I feel like this movie was just a terrible excuse to do really good character design because I did like the designs.
Yeah.
Except for Red Hood's. Red Hood's that shit was dumb as fuck.
I mean, it's a reference to like all
I don't care.
old shit.
It's dumb as shit.
But isn't it? Red Hood never shows his face.
He shows his face all the time. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, he showed it like half of it in like, when he was beating the shit out of quote unquote not Joker, which also did not make sense. How the fuck is there a plant that emits a quote unquote poison that will give you back all your memories, and the seed or whatever looks like fucking Joker's face?
Is that how that happened?
Yeah.
Oh.
When they find the old farmer dude, it was really Joker.
Yeah.
And when Harley when his wife was like, oh my god, we have a planet sprouted or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. I was like,
it was that plant.
Okay, it was that plant.
Because like they showed it when they came back to the future, whatever the fuck. Okay. There was like a little time skip. There was a bunch of like plants that were flying. That was the same plan that gave him back his memory and blah 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 blah. And I'm fucking Batman. I'm gonna. For some reason, just turned into a Gundam movie. Yeah, it turned into a fucking Voltron.
No, because what got me was like, okay, a lot of these mechs do sort of look wooden, like they look like okay.
They didn't have the technology for this shit.
Yeah, like they didn't have the technology for this shit. Like
they barely had gunpowder.
Like okay, even if you say okay, I'm from the future, I know how to make this shit. First of all, no, you don't.
Yeah.
You don't need if
not organically.
You don't know how to like dig up coal and then refine it into metal or however the fuck you do it. You don't have the resources for that. You can't start an industrial revolution by yourself. I mean, like several 100,000 years. Well, I don't know how long before, but like a really fucking long time before it actually happened.
No, and that's why I felt like it was really dumb with Deathstroke. How he's just like, hey.
No, I'm sorry, Deathstroke mech. That's what because like most of the mechs look like they look like mostly wood. I feel like this is.
But even then, they're moving as they're metal objects.
Yeah, they're still bullshit. But like, I'm like, okay, it kind of looks mostly. I can still like maybe get with this. Then Deathstroke looks like a fucking full-on modern Voltron type. I'm like, come on, guys. I was with this for a minute. Like,
it gets worse too because like when they revealed the mech first in the beginning of the movie when Joker's like, I have my own machine, blah, and it was like, how? Because like I was really trying to like the movie too. Not like I said like, come on, I'm gonna sit through it. Because like I don't know. I was hoping for more, but okay. So in the scene that you're talking about, like, okay, so the giant robot comes out and fucking Gorilla Grodd, whatever the fuck his name is, he's like, I control everything because I'm the gorilla guy or some shit, and he goes, you know, I actually place mind control and puts these little, like, not mahjong, but I forget. It's like this old Japanese tile-based game. So he literally puts 4 of them, and it's supposed to control the other villains. And he's supposed to place the one in the middle, representing him controlling all of them. But then Joker just goes, "Ha ha! You forgot about me!" And like throws a fucking bomb, and then he's like, "Oh no, my gorilla body, whatever the fuck." And
no,
then,
he's an actual gorilla.
No, yeah, well, yeah, man, I just want to say gorilla body for some reason. He's like, "Oh, I'm a fucking
Like,
gorilla."
no, there's no brain swap thing here.
He's just a smart
He's
gorilla.
a really fucking smart telepathic gorilla.
That doesn't make any fucking
Doesn't
sense.
make sense.
But yeah, and then fucking Joker just goes, "Aha! I'm the main villain after all," and then places all the shit, and then Voltron, Edo Japan fucking machine forms, and then Batman and the gang are literally just like staring at it while the thing's building and like about to hit them. They're like, "Oh shit." And so
Yo,
like,
and then okay, half the shit that they do isn't even ninja shit, yo.
it's not
Like okay, like
it was kind of borderline samurai shit.
Yeah, Batman looked like a fucking samurai.
Yeah.
Riding into battle on horses. What? Ninjas do what? I understand most anime is pretty shitty at making ninjas accurate.
It's the daytime, so like I gotta travel somehow.
I understand most anime is really shit at making ninjas accurate, but come on.
This was literally made by a Japanese company.
I mean, most anime.
No, but this one was specifically.
Oh, okay.
This was by the people that brought Psychopaths and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Like Naruto and shit. Like,
well, yeah,
pretty terrible at making ninjas accurate.
Well, they get away with it because it's a supernatural fantasy ninja.
Shut up. Get out of my house.
Bitch.
We do this every episode. Get
Yeah.
out.
And I'm just like, no! Eviction notice.
I bought the building.
He's like, bitch, how?
On my Taco Bell salary.
I bought it for $2. Yeah, okay, so then giant fucking machine things, and then everyone starts fighting, and then they're like, Batman gets beaten the fuck up. He's like, oh no, we're gonna fucking lose. And then apparently Gorilla Grodd just crawls up for the second time all beaten. He's like, hey, I'm sorry, and like, I want to go back home, so here's my fucking flute that controls monkeys. Yeah, deadass pulls a fucking flute and gives it to Batman. He's like, please, for saving my life from the exploding fucking mech part that I was in, use this flute to control the monkeys and defeat the Joker. Shogun. Whatever the fuck. And then Batman just goes, hey Robin, you're a monkey guy. And he's like, oh my god, I'm gonna control it. Little monkey buddy.
I'm so much more Genki than I'm supposed to be. But
yeah, and then like he literally gives it to the little monkey buddy that he has, and then the monkey buddy's love interest comes and they're playing the flute.
why does the monkey buddy have a love interest?
She just randomly comes in. It's just a monkey dressed in pink.
No, I refuse.
And then okay, so then the gang, they're all like getting into separate parts of like the Voltron samurai bullshit, and like they had 2-minute fight scenes, each villain. They looked cool. I wish that the movie had more of that. Like, not just that the fucking villains are just a plot device to be like, hey, you're gonna ultimately hear, you're a literal pawn in this movie. It was just like, I think Robin fought Poison Ivy.
Okay.
Red Robin.
I didn't like Poison Ivy's pink hair, by the way. Like, what? Like, she's a red. Red is heavily associated.
Well, pink is a shade of red, so
Shut
it's
the
still
fuck up. Get out.
I'm just defending everything. It's pink. I think Red Robin was fighting.
Red Robin, yum.
He was fighting a Deathstroke, and what the fuck was his name? Nightwing fights Penguin, I think. Yeah. It was so weird because like Penguin's just like, I'm a fucking penguin dude, and
That's basically Penguin.
and actually has penguins in his mech.
They don't usually do that like modern Penguin. Like old Penguin, they used to do that. Like modern, he's more just portrayed as being like a more gangster, just like a straight gangster.
But also in the context of this movie, how the fuck did penguins get into Japan?
Yeah, what? Also, Bane was pointless.
Bane was so I was legitimately surprised that Bane was in the movie.
Like, why did you get fat? Why did you become a sumo wrestler? You have drugs for this.
And it's
I mean, you might have ran out of drugs, but he's still supposed to be like a badass fighter without using the venom.
Yeah, he's just like, I'm big. Where do I go? I'm just gonna be a sumo wrestler.
Sumo wrestler. Okay. And
he was instantly defeated. Just
but then the whole scene was stupid for me because I'm like, okay, like I know Batman's supposed to be like extra prepared and shit. I'm a Batman fan. I know Batman's like on some extra.
Which is why you're super upset by this.
But then like, okay, your car has a jet. The jet has a motorcycle. And the motorcycle turns into a mech suit. What the fuck?
No, that also made me laugh. Even though while I was watching, I was like, "That's dumb, but it's cool, I guess." Because he's just like, "Oh shit!" Like the Joker's just like, "I'm gonna crush you. I'm on a motorcycle, bitch."
It's a jet. But I got the jet. It's a motorcycle. I'm now gonna fight Bane, so it's a mech suit.
Yeah, and then like when the fucking he's like, I'm gonna shut it off so then you can I'm gonna literally kill one woman with a child. You gotta decide.
I mean, this woman's already been dead for like 400 years in our time, so like, does it really matter? But like,
she's literally gonna die anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter. Off switch, and then Batman goes, "No, I should go save her, Matrix time." And then, "Oh, joke's on you, pudding." And I'm like, oh.
I was like, okay, they got him good, but like, damn, son. I'm like, okay, Bane isn't supposed to be that fucking useless, but
yeah,
Bane's cool.
I guess Bane isn't like the biggest fucking Superman villain.
Batman villain?
Oh, my bad. Wow, what the fuck
happened? The guy who literally broke
his back.
Like he's not like he's supposed to be like. I'm sorry, he's not just one scene villain that you kick his ass and then he doesn't.
Yeah, that's why I was like
2 seconds and doesn't show up again. Like,
yeah, that's why it felt so weird that he was just like, "Hey, I'm a literal side villain. Oops, I'm defeated."
Pretty much.
And I literally don't show up till the end of the movie. Gorilla Grodd was like, I don't know, it felt
Gorilla Grodd's not even a Batman villain. He's a Flash villain. But...
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes it more dumb. How the wait? Because like, okay, I can make sense that like in the Batman universe, even though they're all interconnected and bullshit, how like Batman's like, okay, there's a super crazy fucking psychotic clown, there's a plant bitch, there's a penguin midget, there's a fucking assassin. An assassin makes the most sense, and then we just have a smart gorilla from the part of town where a dude runs really fast.
Yeah, pretty much.
What the fuck?
I'm sure it's like a genius Batman villain that you could have. I'm not like I'm not.
What about Man Bat?
Man Bat would have been cool to be in this, honestly.
I mean, it would have. The only thing that would have been cool about that, I feel like, or would have made it like the movie like more, I guess like not plot twisty, but it would have been more interesting, is if Man Bat were there and he's like, but he's the fucking main ninja Batman, not. I
mean, there's actually with the
not Adam West Batman.
There's actually a whole thing with with the whole League of Assassins I was mentioning before. Yeah. Where they actually this is actually how Batman and Damian met. Mm-hmm. Where they take Dr. Langstrom, he's Man Bat. Yeah. And they basically force him to make more Man Bat formula, and they use it to make ninja Man Bats.
What? It's just, hey, wait, okay, so the origin of Man Bat, was it just like an accident or something?
Like, okay, like there's like more than one version of it because comics, but basically it's like, oh, alright, I want to, I'm deaf. I can't hear anything.
I'm gonna overcompensate.
Bats hear really well. If I use genetic modification to inject myself with bat DNA, I'm gonna fix my hearing. Fuck, I Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I mean, and the other version of it is that he's actually a huge Batman admirer, but he's like, oh, I wish I could be I want to help Batman and I want to make him better. I want to make him more badass. So I'm going to make this formula and actually give him the abilities of a bat. But first, let me test it on myself. Fuck.
So you know that tragic accident? Yeah, make more of that, please. Yeah. Okay. So what I really liked was like after the whole stupid bullshit mega battle. Okay, so you know all the villains are defeated because for some reason after they're like weak from mind control, all the Robins defeat the other villains, and then Batman's at the top of the like he's at the control center or whatever, and he's fighting Joker. And this is soon after, like, I thought Catwoman literally just murdered the shit out of Harley Quinn, but no, because, like, she threw that bitch into a fucking machine, and the machine exploded. And I was like, goddamn, they just killed the bitch. But then, no, she comes out, like, all fucking charcoal. She's like, I'm weak. And then Selena just goes, I gotta win. What the fuck is...
Yeah, it's wild hot in here, Doug.
Yeah, I know. The fan, we're in the kitchen. Anyway, at least it's summer.
Fuck off.
Okay, and then, you know, there's the whole they actually brought the whole thing where Batman can't kill anyone.
Yeah.
Especially with their whole samurai finale fight.
Yeah, because I'm like, why is okay, it is in character for Damian Wayne to be using swords, but like, why is Batman okay with this?
No, it's not even that. It's like the super duper duper final battle where it's like on top of the outside of the fucking mech suit after they just defeat or whatever the fuck, and then like
Ooh, Batman, we're gonna fight.
and he's like, stop this Joker. This will be easier on you if you stump.
No, fuck you.
And then they
Just
just
take my shirt.
oh. Okay, he's straight. Then there's the skin.
Fucking hot in here.
What the fuck?
Listen, I'm a big boy. Okay?
I know.
I heat up more easily.
Fuck. Excuse me.
Shirt's sticking to my fucking body.
Oh man, it's like what shirts do.
Fuck out.
And like they have this whole thing, and like they're having a cool ass choreographed fucking samurai fight, and then fucking Batman, Joker starts like getting the upper hand and goes,
Ha! You can't kill me.
and then Batman's getting beaten the fuck up, and Joker's like literally about to push him off, so he's gonna fucking die or something. He's like,
Ha! Oh, bats, you can't kill. It's hard being a hero, isn't it?
and then Batman goes, yeah.
Also, half the dialogue is shit. The dialogue.
It's like kind of forced exposition.
Really.
Yeah. And like, yeah, even though I liked it ultimately, it has a lot of problems. And
I'm just like,
hold on, you want the stupider, like even more stupid after this?
What?
So it's alluded to that Joker wins because like he literally kicks off Batman and he just disappears as bats, and he's like,
Ha! I win. Fuck you, Batman.
and then you just hear like Batman's deep ass voice just go, no, you're one to fall, and it just appears behind Joker. He's like,
What the fuck?
and then punches him, and like every time, like for some reason now, Batman does like a super jump, and then it does like that artistic like Batman thing, but it says Sengoku Batman, and then this motherfucker starts doing ninjutsu, he starts doing the signs, and I was like, yo, why this literally turn into Naruto? And every time fucking Joker like swings his sword, he disappears into bats, reforms from bats. I was like, dog, when you did not say that Batman apparently took
magic.
Yeah.
What?
Naruto didn't fucking come up and be like, here, bat cone jutsu shit, bitch. And then ultimately defeats Batman, and then they get arrested and they find out to go back to the present. And what I did not understand about this, like, the fucking ending, it's just, like, Batman's just walking without his mask. Like, he's still in the bat suit, but he's walking maskless. And he's just like, oh, man, I'm gonna go home, I'm tired. And then Alfred just goes, hey, you got a meeting with, like, City Hall or some shit, because, you caught the villains for, like, the fucking 50 millionth time already. And he goes, okay, but I don't have a ride, though. And Alfred just goes, hey, look, but, like, I got you, though. And then comes in a super Japanese inspired cart being pulled by horses.
Where did you get this?
But in front of the horses, they're surrounded by like this kind of like metal, I guess, to guard the horses. So it's literally a carriage, but it has a bunch of the Batman symbol and insignia all over it. And I'm just like, wait. Because when he gets in there, he's just Bruce Wayne in his suit and shit.
Wait, in a suit?
Like he's tux and all that. So he's in a
What the fuck?
Yeah. And I'm just like, wait, isn't it that he doesn't want anyone to know that he's Batman? So why is Bruce Wayne on his knees drinking tea and shit, being dragged by horses in a carriage with a bunch of Batman symbols on it? He's just like he just gets out and he's like, no, Batman's my friend, he give me a ride.
And they kind of do that shit in the comics too, because like at one point they opened up Batman Incorporated, where basically it was okay, we're gonna have like Batman for every country or like a lot of cities, so we're gonna have Batman all over the world. So he introduces as Bruce Wayne. He's like, yes, I've been working closely with Batman over the years.
Bullshit Hannah Montana bullshit.
Like with Tony Stark before, like, originally in the comics, like, unlike in the movies where he just gave away his identity right away.
Yeah.
Originally in the comics, for a while, he tried to keep his identity secret, and he told everyone that Iron Man was just like his robotic bodyguard.
He's like, I'm gonna go hide, and then like out of the little rock, I'm gonna go hide. Of Iron Man just goes,
I'm his bodyguard.
and like, there's no one underneath that rock. I put him under a bigger rock. Fucking. All right, so ultimately, it was cool, but fuck Batman Ninja.
It worked.
Because, like, I was talking to someone else about it, but they didn't want to give me their opinion. They were like, I fell asleep. Me, I was also tired, so I fell asleep, like, during the last 40 minutes of the movie. So I just paused it, napped, and then finished it. And I was like, oh, man, that movie was cool, but the ending was fucking stupid. the whole plot was fucking stupid.
It really was. Like I said, I felt like it was an excuse to do, like, cool character designs. That's pretty much it. I'm like, guys, you got a DeviantArt for that. Like,
you could have literally just made a whole anime version of like this,
I said,
and it
I feel like it would have been better if they just did it like they did Batman on like they did Gotham by Gaslight. Mm-hmm. Just made it like, okay, this is Japanese Edo period Batman, you know, instead of just
something like that would have been really cool. Yeah. You know what else is cool? The women's added up.
Wow, that's a seamless transition there, boy.
I know how to fucking segue, bitch. So what did you think?
Okay, first of all, fuck Nicole Arbour.
I mean, yeah, we thought about that for like the past 5 years or however long her Dear Fat People video came out.
I'm sorry, dear fat people, dear black people abusing her boyfriend, all that shit? Yeah.
Dear all these people. Dear everyone. I'm Nicole Arbour, and
here I'm going to give you my opinion on how you should live and blah blah blah, because I'm a skinny white woman and I know what you need. Yeah. Okay. First off, because I feel like it's hard. Like, okay, when I saw it, I was like, all right, I don't disagree with what's being said in the video, but like, did you really need to do this in the same format as This Is America? Did you really need to do that?
Yeah, because like the reason that I found out about it was through I'm Alex, because he was just like reviewing the video itself, and like I agreed with like, you know, women.
Yeah, like all the things she said, nothing she said in the video is wrong. Like, but she didn't need to do it in that format. She didn't need to ride off the work of you know,
Childish Gambino.
Childish Gambino, and take something that was meant to speak to Black Americans.
I forgot. I forgot there was one line in her version. She's like, I'm acting childish. Gambino! And I was like, stop.
First off, and the dances are trash. But
well, it's also like fucked up in a way because in the original video it was supposed to symbolize like African dances because a lot of African people dance their troubles away. Yeah. And she was just doing the latest fucking whatever. She was just moving.
She did a bullshit moonwalk.
Yeah. I was just like, oh man,
there's a whole tap dancing.
Cool moonwalk.
It's like, okay, all right. But I'm not sure if I brought up my gripes with white feminism here at all on this. Probably. But this is basically what I mean when it's like, okay, see.
You mean Black Lives Matter? What about all lives matter?
Okay, basically, like this white feminism. Okay, there's white feminism is intersectionality. White feminism basically is feminism for white middle class women. Mm-hmm. Intersectionality looks at the fact that okay, you know, women of color might face different struggles than white women. Poor women might face different struggles than your average middle class woman. Blah blah blah. Intersectionality basically means you're intersecting. Yeah, you're intersecting different. This was straight up white feminism shit.
It undermined the whole racism movement, but under like the original video.
Word,
because like yes, women's like equality and like all this stuff is also a super big issue.
Yeah, it's important. Yeah, but like.
The way that the music video was, it's like, hey, yeah, racism is big. Let's shove that on real quick to the side and be like, women though.
Yeah, work.
Because like, what in the original music video, it also takes place in a prison, and then her music video also takes place in a prison.
Which doesn't make sense
because I mean, with the original video, it's supposed to be like, you know, black people are supposedly usually incarcerated, but with this, it's like the only way, and it's by a fucking stretch. It's like women are also prisoned under the constraints of men in society. That's like probably the only way that you can bullshit that setting, aside from copying the original music video.
And then her response to it wasn't really great either.
She had a response?
Yeah, she basically just called everyone who didn't like her trolls. But
no, okay, And while Alex's video, like when he was talking about it, he was also giving like kind of like a brief history of like her videos and shit. Like, you know, like, hey, this is the fucking lady that did the whole Dear Fat People thing. And apparently she also had a video based on depression. You know, like the whole, it's all in your head, just be happy.
Yeah.
But in her...
She's going to talk about... Put it like this, I'm like, I don't remember all the things she's talked about in the past, but I'm like, I'm pretty sure her video is making her out to be a hypocrite right now.
It is, because like in the This Is America women's edit, she says like that women, you know, they have to like take all these pills and to help with their depression and to fit into society. It's like, so what about that video that you made about depression, you know, only being in your head?
Yeah, no, she's Nicole Arbour straight trash though.
Yeah. Fuck that bitch. Even though we're, you know, bringing attention to that. But okay, I didn't know how to bring this up, but it was something... there are two things on my mind that I kind of wanted to bring up. The first one is work-related, and it was... I forget what day I had to open, but I was by my... It was last Friday, and the person I was supposed to work with called out. But that wouldn't have mattered anyway, because... you know one of the most useless people in our workplace right now.
R or E?
Huh?
R or E?
No, manager-wise. A dude from another store.
Oh, A.
Yeah. And, he apparently...
Letters.
Huh?
I know letters.
Yeah, but apparently he closed the night before and basically didn't fucking do shit. Because, like...
I think I closed... It was Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I closed it. Yo. So, this motherfucker, right?
Oh, God.
He comes in. Overdrops wild shit.
Yeah, that was a lot of problems that other staff members had too. Like, he overdrops a lot of shit.
And then panned it all out. I shit you not, I was doing carryover till 2:40.
Oh my God.
Carryover usually takes like 10-15 minutes.
Yeah.
I was doing carryover till 2:40.
Yeah.
The shit was ridiculous.
Yeah, I heard, and like even the next day, I was told like, hey, there's like a shit ton of fucking carryover, and some of them they had to throw out or they just didn't fucking use. They just threw this shit out. But okay, when I came in, usually whenever I find a problem, I don't say anything. Even with this day, I didn't say anything. There was like a lot of shit underneath the lines. They weren't put away. Some shit was yeah. There was like, you know, bags of lettuce and shit underneath the line and shit. So I was just like, all right, you know what, fuck it, I'm using it for this or whatever. Take care of it, clean all the extra shit. There were a few things not stocked, so I took care of that. He didn't fucking finish closing the system, which meant that I had to like waste more time by counting the inventory and all that shit. By the time I got downstairs to actually do my opening shit, it was already like 6:40 in the morning. When I got there, like I think 5:45 or 5:50, if not 6 in the morning. And by the time I finished all my shit, it was already like 7:20. So I get up and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to rush through all this shit, or I'll just open the store late. I was already planning on doing that. And as soon as I get up and I'm panning out the food, there comes a mobile order. 45 items. Bruh. And I took a picture of it because I was just like, yo, you can't be fucking serious. Who would order this shit first thing in the fucking
And you were by
morning?
yourself.
Yes. And even then, like, if the person that called out were to come in, it would have been useless either way because because she usually comes in late, she would have been there by like 8:30. So I would have still been stuck by myself doing all that shit.
What time she supposed to come in?
8 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
And like I finished everything by myself by that time. Fuck, I know I took a picture of the goddamn receipt. Oh, there it is. I'm not gonna say the name for the mobile order, but it was 16 breakfast burritos, 8 of, okay, so 8 sausage, 8 bacon, 4 soft bacon tacos, 4 soft, flatbread quesadillas, 6 skillet bowls, and 15 hash browns.
Jesus.
Yeah. And I was, like, as soon as I saw that on the screen, I literally said out loud, you're not fucking serious. Get the fuck out of my face with that shit. And I was just hoping to get a phone call being like, hey, I sent it to the wrong store.
Bruh.
Did not get that. So I was like, okay, guess I have to drop more breakfast shit. Hold on. Alright, whatever. Fuck you. Sorry, big boy boss made a group chat with me in it, and I thought he was messaging me personally, but whatever. And normally there aren't a lot of people, like, whenever I open. It usually depends if it's, like, a super busy weekend, or even sometimes there's, like, for example, there was this grandfather who usually comes with, like, his grandson, or maybe it's his son, I don't fucking know, but, they're knocking at the door with the lights still off and everything, and I'm just making everything in the dark to, like, even if people were, like, you know, why aren't you open, I was just gonna go up to them and be like, I'm busy. But they were, like, locked, and I just stared at them while making everything. I was just like, I'm not opening the fucking door. I'm making a bunch of shit. So they just left. And by the time 8 o'clock rolls around, I'm literally, like, finishing everything up. I was super surprised that I didn't get a fucking text message from Big Boy Boss being like, hey, why isn't the store open? Yeah. I would have been like, look, bitch, I'm making all this shit by myself. I'm not, like, because there'd be no point in me opening the store. So I would be even more backed up while making that huge-ass order. And when it was 8 o'clock, there were 2 dudes that were knocking at the door. They were knocking, they'd be like, hey, why isn't the store open, bro? And then I literally went up to them because they looked like they weren't going to leave. And I was like, yeah, I'm making a huge-ass mobile order. They're like, we got a mobile order? And I'm like, is your name this? Yeah. And I just look at them. I stared at the ground for like 3 seconds, and I was like, yeah, I'm almost done with it. Lock the door again. And then finish the shit. And they're all just staring at me right through the fucking door. And I'm just like, dude, I'm literally the only person. And I said I'm almost done. Stop staring at me. Because I hate in general when people just stare at you as if that's gonna...
while you make the fucking order.
Yeah, as if, like, that's gonna make it go any faster. Like, even last night, there was this one dude who, like, ordered, like, 5 potato tacos and 2 sides of Chipotle sauce. Yeah. And after he made the order, motherfucker leaves the store. And this is before the delivery came, so I called Gesh over, and I was like, all right, help me make this shit real quick so we can just knock it out. And we're finishing up the last 2 orders. They weren't that huge, and I was just fucking around with Gesh. So I literally jokingly jumped to his side, like jokingly shoving him for the sake of the bit that we were doing. And that motherfucker comes and goes, hey, I want my food. I got somewhere to go. And I was just like, it's been ready. And I just fucking handed it to him. And he's like, you guys are just playing around. I want my food. It's like, bitch, I called the shit earlier.
Yeah, word. If you went in the store when you, that's not my problem anymore.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck either way. But that's essentially what it was. I was just like, yeah, fuck everyone and everything. I'm not opening the store till this shit is fucking done itself.
That shit sounds wild, dog.
Yeah. And the other thing I wanted to bring up was, I know you already know that there's porn video games and shit, but yes. Have you seen or heard of any of the VR ones?
No, but I do have a porn game to mention to you because I saw an ad for it last night. I was like,
which one?
What was it called? Smutscape? Something like that. Basically, I'm trying to watch Lucifer on this one pirate website or whatever. And I don't know, I'm getting ads for Smutscape, and basically for a 30-second ad, and basically it's your typical online trading card game where you battle cards and whatnot, but thing is, the characters are all sexy ladies and you can strip them. I think the more points you gain, the more you can strip the sexy ladies.
What the fuck? And when she's fully naked, if you have enough points, you can just rip off her skin. Why are there oh my god! Why are there so many renditions of quote unquote sexy games? Because we already talked about 2 other ones. There's a fucking third. I feel like I'm gonna get an ad for it sooner or later.
That was an accident.
Yeah. Well, you look like you're gonna gross.
I mean, there's a ton of sex games out there, dude. There are whole websites devoted to sex games. I've been on.
But the fact of getting ads for them too. Oh. I mean, even with the pirate anime website that I use, there's always the awkward ones where it shows girls sleeping, I think, and but her body's kind of gyrating, and it's just the caption on top of her, "Give her the eggplant." It's literally give her the, and then eggplant emoji.
Okay. Yo, they spelled that out.
Give her the eggplant, please. And it just felt weird because she looks unconscious. I'm like, I'm not. No.
I totally remember one porn game that I from a while back, where basically it was hey, fondle this girl as much as you can without waking her up.
What the fuck?
And now looking back, it's oh, jeez.
I realized the error of my ways.
I don't think I ever played it because I found it annoying, but I mean, I probably tried it. Like,
oh my god, jeez.
What happened?
He's just okay. Now there's just a back and forth, but I'm not reading this shit till we're fucking done because
Alright, cool.
it's just gonna be annoying. But there's a couple VR games. One of them called VR Kanojo, which is low key awkward because the girl that you're supposed to be with is like a high schooler, and she dresses like a high schooler and talks like any stereotypical anime girl.
Mm.
But the way that they model her is like kind of realistic, and it's so weird because like people mention that you can fuck this girl. Like there's literally like you can the mode select is both of you being on the bed, and I think she's like, oh, what would you like to do? So you can scroll through the options, and it's like kiss, caress, hand job, blow job.
Wait, are you talking about one with like a little wolf girl or
No.
Okay,
It's a human girl, but you can give her fucking animal ears.
Okay.
I still find weird.
I didn't play one because like I don't have the VR set, but I watched the porn video of one.
No, and like I was low key curious, and I'm just like, okay. So I literally just typed in the game, and then there they were. The same goes for fucking House Party, which is literally a VR game where your main goal is just to get laid. And like when you finally get the chance to get laid, it's so awkward because it's literally just a model of like some woman on all fours and just meh, 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 and then with just audio clips of going, oh yes, yeah, like women moaning and shit. But like it just feels super weird, and then when I actually saw like the actual sex part, I was like, oh, because like the girl only speaks Japanese, but then like you can have subtitles, and the dick itself looks weird. It's literally just it's a disco ball dildo. At least it looks like one because it's all pixely and shit. And I was just like, oh, this is an experience. I mean, I still completed.
Good job, buddy.
It was also what, fucking 3 a.m. I was like, I'm curious.
I'm very proud of you.
Hooray, I jerked off to a maybe underage Japanese girl. Haha. But it's okay because she's not real. Police don't come after me.
But
you ever see that the one fucking shit where it's like video meme where it's like some dude's like about to watch hentai and like I don't know, I guess there's some implication in the hentai or like some implication animated that the girl might be underage, and then you just see like fucking SWAT teams kicking down doors and like coming down through ceilings.
Oh shit. It's fucking awesome. But I mean, I think you kind of know my opinion. I was trying to get into hentai for a little bit. I was at least trying to experiment with it, and I was just like, okay, some of it just gets weird because they start showing the X-ray, and every time like when
I hate fucking X-ray hentai. Like, first I'm like, yo, that's not what it looks like on the inside. No, that's not what it is.
What disgusts me are the ads, because like they show potential like, oh man, this hentai's really hot or whatever, but then like it shows like the insides of like what's supposed to be her pussy and dick going in and out.
No, it's like,
and then it literally clogs her that her stomach expands from so much. I was like, stop.
None of this is anatomically accurate. What do you?
Not even that. Who wants this? Who? There were people that took the time to animate it, color it, come up with a storyboard. Like, yeah, when we get to the 14-minute mark, we're just gonna cut to like her uterus being filled with fucking Oh my god, but fucking it's just weird. Oh my god. Aside from that, I was finishing up a video that I'm about to upload soon. It'll be either up literally the day of this recording, or I'll just upload it Friday, if not next week. Cause it was the last of the 3 videos that I filmed in succession. It's Sad by XXXTentacion. I already did a promo video on Instagram. So yeah, it's lit. You look like you're about to sneeze. Or you're falling asleep. Okay, that was a sneeze. Yes. Aside from that, the only thing I'm up to is like trying to make more music and shit, and I was working on a contest entry thingy that I'm gonna try to finish either tonight or by tomorrow.
Okay.
What about you?
I'm going to CPAC this weekend.
Oh, that's this weekend.
Yeah, I'm doing whatchamacallit, BoJack and Princess Carolyn of Daphne the first day, and what's his face, yellow motherfucker.
Oh,
Hill Cipher, second day.
I for some reason was still thinking of BoJack characters, and I was like, Mr. Peanut Butter.
No.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
Aside,
So cool people, dog.
yeah.
Cool people.
Aside from that, you have anything else on your mind?
No, not really. I think we're
I just lit.
all right. Cool.
Um,
We'll bitch about Batman Ninja for like half an hour.
yeah, we literally did though. But yeah. Aside from that, Charlotte stop laptop. Charlotte's still with her thingies, I think. Yeah. Maybe she'll be back next week. We don't know because I talked to her recently, so she might be back next week. So we'll see about that. Aside from that, you can follow her socials at Charlotte Doodles. If not, the Dorka Doodles. What about you, Pat?
Diamond Quality Cast Play on Facebook and Instagram.
You always do that. It's always like, hey, hello on Facebook and Instagram. It's like we're on a fucking night show.
I gotta let them know my silly side, but then get the sexy part of my voice out, you know? Hey, viewers, how you doing?
Stop. And you can
Please,
follow
man,
me
control
almost.
your orgasms.
No. Stop. And as for me, you can get at me at almost anywhere on at Pink Armors, if not Pink Armors Music. Oh my god, I almost fell asleep just now. Anyway, I'm tired. Cause like I like this past weekend I just been working like 12-hour shifts back to back. Aside from that, yeah, that's it from us. Pat, you gotta go work soon.
Yeah, like an hour and a half.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll see y'all next week, hopefully. Bye.
Unless we die.
I mean,
Bye.
Maybe.